What's going on, muscle monsters? Align Gonzalez here, and in this video I want to give you a very simple strategy for consuming more calories in the day without necessarily having to force feed yourself. All right, when I first transformed my body, I was 107 pounds and I was in my early 20s. Okay, the biggest struggle for me was eating enough. I just didn't have the appetite. Okay, I had no problem going into the gym and training hard, but when I was outside of the gym, I just couldn't muster up the appetite to consume enough calories in order for me to grow. Okay, so this is a strategy that I use that made it very, very easy to eat enough to gain weight and build muscle. All right, and that strategy is, number one, wake up earlier, or if you're already waking up at a decent time, never skip breakfast. Okay, you see, our metabolism is extremely adaptive. So if you're someone who says, oh, I'm never hungry in the morning, I'm not a breakfast person, well, the good news is that you can change that. And the better news is that if you do change that, it becomes almost effortless for you to gain weight, for you to eat in a caloric surplus. All right, so if right now, for example, you're eating just enough to maintain your weight, which means you are eating at maintenance, then one more meal in the day without anything else changing could be the difference between being in a surplus and not. So what I want you to do is, if you're not eating breakfast as soon as you wake up, I want you to start off by, for the next 3 or 4 days, kind of forcing yourself to have at least a small protein shake. After day 3, I want you to add some peanut butter to that shake. And what you're gonna realize is that after about 5 or 6 days, you're gonna wake up hungry. And then from there, you're slowly gonna increase the amount of calories that you have at breakfast. And what you're gonna find is that eventually you're gonna wake up pretty much starving. So it's not gonna be hard for you to knock out, 300, 400, 500 calories in the morning. And if you keep everything else the same, you're probably going to be in that caloric surplus and eating enough with essentially changing nothing else. Another thing I would add is that if you want to gain weight, again, your metabolism is extremely adaptive. So if you're someone who's always busy and on the run or on the go, because you're not hungry at certain times, you're just not gonna eat, right? And so you might find that you go the whole day and then you realize, shit, I haven't eaten anything all day. And then you'll have one big meal and then you'll assume, hey, because I had this one big meal, I eat a lot. But in reality, you don't. You just have 1 or 2 big meals, but you're not eating enough total calories. So this is why I recommend that you schedule your meals, okay? So if you schedule your meals, say for example, you say, okay, in the morning at 8, I'm having breakfast. Then at noon, I'm having lunch. Then after my workout, I'm having a meal, and then I'm having dinner, okay? If you're someone who is usually just on the go and you don't have a structure for your meals, and you're finding it that at the end of the day, you're just having that one big meal and maybe a snack throughout the day, this is absolutely going to change the game for you, because now when lunchtime rolls around, instead of just working through lunch, you're gonna find that you're hungry, right? Because again, our metabolism is adaptive, and if we can train our body essentially to be hungry at certain times, then it will always be hungry at those times. All right, and then one last tip I would give you, and this is a big one, okay? Never, ever skip a post-workout meal. Not because there's anything magical about the post-workout meal, but because if you're someone who lifts weights, you know that after a workout, you are extremely hungry. And this is a great time to take advantage of that hunger so that you can fit more calories in the day easily. So if you want, maybe as soon as you're done with a workout, knock down a quick protein shake, but once you get home, have an actual meal. Again, this is the point in the day where you're going to be able to fit the most amount of calories easily. So that's pretty much it, guys. Never skip breakfast. Train yourself to always eat breakfast. That could be the difference between eating enough to build muscle and not. If you're someone who's just super busy, start scheduling your meals. Start focusing on trying to train your body to eat at certain times so that, again, you're ensuring that you're hungry at the time you need to eat. And this, again, will in turn ensure that you're eating enough total calories to actually build muscle. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time in the gym. And then lastly, never forget to take advantage of the most important meal of the day. And I say most important because it's the easiest time for us to get a ton of calories without stuffing ourselves. All right? Again, when I first started training, this was my biggest issue. I was killing it in the gym, but I just couldn't eat enough to gain weight and build muscle. I finally transformed my body, and I put together an entire system that guys can follow to do the same, and I put it in my book, Bulk Up Fast. And I want to give you this book for free. All you have to do is pay for the shipping. Okay, I bought 1,000 copies, and I'm giving them all away. All right? All you got to do is go to the link below, tell me where to send it. Again, cover the shipping, and it'll get delivered to you. All right? That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button below. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.